Hello, everyone. This is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. I want to welcome you to today's lesson. We're going to be working on Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. This is from the Simply Collection Song Book. And also, before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And also, if you want to catch whenever I go live, make sure you hit those notification bells and reminders as well. So far, it's about whenever I am on these lessons is 1 p.m. Pacific time every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. There we go. Monday, Thursday, and Friday. There we go. Okay. Some things about this arrangement is for easy piano, although I would say it's bordering on early intermediate. It's about 3 pages long. Yeah, so you have to be comfortable with some small jumps and octaves and some arpeggio patterns. But besides that, it shouldn't be anything that's like too ridiculous. Okay. Hey, what is up? Elite X. Was it Brogan? Not Brogan, was it? Forgot, man. Yeah. So I'm trying to make sense of you guys' handles and your names. Anyway, glad to have you back, man. All right. I hope everyone else's Christmas is going great. I'm going to show you how to practice this. Make sure you get sheet music in the links to the cards as well as the description below. Hello, Kate. Nice to see you. And also, when you're done with this lesson, you want to think of this as a study guide, and the tutorials is kind of like the test. So after you're done, this is going the opposite way. After you're done with this lesson, if you really want to test out your knowledge to see if you're understanding all the things that I'm showing you in here, click on over to the tutorial, and if you're able to use that, that's a good sign. Okay, nice, I got it right, Brogan. Okay, all right, this is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, just in time for Christmas, all right? I'm gonna show you how to practice this from the beginning, and I will explain as I go along. Okay. So I stopped at about measure a 9. This is the first section. You should practice no more than this. 5 past 9. Oh, excellent. I hope that's excellent. Was that 9 in the morning or is it 9 at night? Okay. What do they usually do around that time at God Save the Queen? What do they usually do that around that time in England? I'm kind of curious. All right. So we're actually not going to go that far. We're just going to go from the beginning to measure 5. So we're just going to split this section in half. About 4 measures is how it works out. The reason why you stop at measure 5 is because it's the beginning of the next section. If you do that, you can just automatically connect these sections instead of going back and having to practice that. Alright, ready. This is just the right hand. I'll show you to measure 5. Actually, let me play both hands again. Okay, now just the right hand. We're gonna try that together. Ready, go. One thing I wanted to mention, if you look at measure 2, make sure you let go of that key before you get to there. Because you gotta hold it very little before that C, you know? Because you're gonna play it again. Yeah, so make sure you don't hold on too long, okay? Alright, now the left hand. These, I will show you another excellent way to practice. Instead of doing one at a time, you can just play in chords together. Okay? Alright, let me show you just the way it is again, but again, excellent way to practice. And sometimes what I like to do with these patterns, I like to hold the bass. It does two things. It makes it easier to voice the right hand. And you notice I didn't use any pedal as well, so it actually makes it sound like you're using pedal. Okay, anyway, left hand from beginning to measure 5. Ready, go. And then back to both hands. Thanks, Brogan. I appreciate that sentiment. Okay, both hands together now. Ready, go. Yeah, I'm loving that positivity, Brogan. You are, I believe you are an excellent, positive individual. All right, here is the next part. Measure 5, and we're gonna stop at measure 9 this time. Give it a listen. It's getting interesting. Ah, thank you very much. All right, here's the right hand. I'm probably playing this too fast. Let me slow it down together now. From now on, our treble is ready, go. Okay, back to the left hand. I don't know if you guys can hear that top line is really cool because trebles will be cut from or out of sight. Look what's happening in the left hand. So I'll play one hand at a time. It's pretty cool. It's a little chromatic line on top. It's really neat when they voice it in that manner. Okay, left hand together, ready, go. And back to both hands. Okay, together, ready, go. Alright, so far, we did one part at a time. We're going to call this process small chunking. So we have one part and the next part. Now what we simply do is just combine it into a bigger section. And then you do that with the next sections until you have one major section. And then that major section with the other section until you have the whole entire song. Okay? Hope you get that point. So we're going to go back to the beginning and practice all the way to a measure 9. Could you show the sheet that shows what each note means, like in letters? I think you're saying like how to know if you're playing the right notes or not. It's just you gotta get the sheet music, man. If not this arrangement, I have plenty of other easier piano songs that have just like, you know, if you don't want to buy a whole book, you know, because I haven't been able to find a single arrangement for this. But if you're trying to read music, just get easier music, and there's a really simple way to go about it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just the thing with reading sheet music is it's just too much to explain in this live stream. But what you're gonna want to do is check out my live stream where I explain it how to play sheet music and read notes at the same time. Just Google, or even if you go on YouTube, Rhapsody Piano Studio, how to read music, that'll pop up. Okay, explains everything. It's really not that hard, but it does take time. Okay. Hope that answered your question. All right, beginning to measure a 9. Give it a listen. Anytime, Brogan. Feel free to ask away. Yeah, the thing with note reading is it's really not this mysterious process. If you watch that live stream, you'll know what I'm talking about. You just need to buy a couple materials and just practice. All right, here we go. Right hand, listen. bit slower together. Ready, go. Okay. The whole note reading thing too. It's not like you have to do everything by reading sheet music. I mean, ideally you want to also be able to play by ear. I'm not that great at it. I'm trying to actually get much better at it. But to not be able to read sheet music, in my opinion, that's a no-no. You should be able to do all of it. Read music and harmonize, and also just play by ear as well. Do all of it. Okay. Here's the left hand. Together, ready, go. Hey Brogan, don't feel that way. You're not intruding at all. And in fact, I'm happy as a teacher because I do this in real life too. I think what people don't realize is I mainly actually do private teaching. So this is kind of like a fun hobby I put online. I love questions. I love going one-on-one. So ask away. Ask whatever you want. I do have to keep on doing live stream, but I'm gonna help you as much as you want, man. Think of this as kind of like your mini personal lesson if you want. Okay. All right. Back to both hands. Don't be shy, man. All right. Both hands. Listen. Thanks for being respectful, though. I appreciate that. I think everyone else appreciates it as well. Alright, ready, go. Yeah, if anything, I really do like it when I hear from people online. And I think sometimes internet is good, sometimes it's bad because it just makes people so not social these days. So anytime I can interact with my audience, it's a fun time for me. All right, here's the next part. I'm gonna go for measure 9. Heard it from about measure 13 to measure 17, a little bit of a different section, but a little different part. And if you heard it from where I played it measure 9, that's pretty much exactly the same. So when you're practicing at home, you can skip that entire section up to measure 14. Because instead of ending the section, right, it continues it on. Transition over to the next part of the song. I do take song suggestions, but if I do song suggestions, usually if I've already done a tutorial on it first. But if you give me a good suggestion, maybe I'll do a pair for you as well. Like a tutorial as well as the accompanying lessons. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Fire away, man. Okay, here is measure 14 to 17. So this part, that's all I would practice instead of doing this section. Okay, just the right hand. Listen now from. I might as well play both hands from 14 to 17. That little 4 measure transition. Okay, and we just do right hand. Try that together. Ready, go. And that's the left hand. Okay, and back to both hands. Ready, go. Okay, so if you're wondering, could I do this entire section? Yes, you could. So you can actually literally go back to the beginning and go all the way to measure 17. Because measure 17, clearly we have a different section here. Okay, so what I'll quickly do here, let's just do right hand, left hand, hands together, and then we'll continue on with this lesson. So if you can, try with me from the beginning all the way to measure 17. If you cannot, don't worry about it. I haven't really talked about how to practice, like how many times you need to be doing this. Look up spaced repetition. Okay, so spaced repetition is the way to practice. It's just a lot to explain here in this live stream. So if you're not familiar with it, just go look it up online. That's what you want to get into. Okay, right hand, ready, all the way from the beginning now, all the way to 17. Ready, go. Alright, now left hand. Ready, go. Both hands, ready, go. Moving on to the next section, finally. So that's pretty much how small chunking works in a nutshell, okay? Here's measure 17. We're obviously going to split that up. I'm going to take a quick look at the next page. So it looks like the last page is roughly a repeat of the beginning section plus an ending, okay? Alright, so this is the middle section. You can think of the beginning section as an A. This middle section, you can call it B, whatever you want to label. And then the last section is an A, again, because it's a repeat, right? Plus, you can think C or ending, which is the obvious ending part. So the form, understanding the structure of it really helps to practice better, okay? If you don't understand the form, it makes everything pretty much impossible, okay? Now here's just both hands, 17. I'm gonna stop it at measure 21. Give it a listen. Just the right hand. And before I continue on the lesson, it's about halfway through, or we have a little less time after this section's over. Just going on over to the ending, and then we'll wrap it up. So if you enjoyed this lesson, if you feel like you've learned something from it, hit that like button, help me out, and help me to help you. And also, if you know anyone who would love to learn this lesson on piano as well, I appreciate it if after the live stream is over, you share this video with them as well. Okay, here is the right hand. Use a little pedal to help you play that legato. we have a 4 and 5. Unless you want to do this awkward Bach-like thing here. Anyway, let's try it together. Right hand, 17 to measure 21. Ready, go. Okay, left hand. Actually, I'm just gonna play the chords so you can see how it works. And up to that D sharp. Even measure 19 is basically C major, what do you call it? Major 7 chord. Okay. Anyway, now I'm gonna play it as written if you can kind of hear that and see that. Okay, let's try it together. Ready, go. And back to both hands. Ready, go. Okay, next part. Alright, just the right hand. I like the little descending line sub melody down here. Hear that? Now here, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. You're gonna use some pedal to connect that with legato. The rest should take care of itself. Okay, let's try that together. This is 21 to the bottom of the page. Right hand, ready, go. Left hand. Okay, ready, go. Back to both hands. Ready, go. Alright, then we just go back to 15, and that's this entire middle section. You could even take it from the transition. In fact, I think I'll take it from there so you can kind of practice that transition a little bit more than if you're looking for a way to practice it without totally honing in on it. Transition into this middle B section. Okay, so just the right hand. Okay, let's try that together. This is measure 14, top of the page. Troubles will be miles away. Ready, go. And the left hand, listen. Ready, go. And both hands. Try that together. Ready, go. Alright, moving on to the last page. Also, want to make sure you guys, before I wrap up this lesson up really quick, we're going to do the ending. Make sure you stick around for the recap, okay? You're going to want to know the most important stuff that we worked on in a nutshell. Okay, last part. So if you look at the top of page 25, I'm going to skip all that because it's basically the beginning section again. So we're going to take it from measure 29. So we're actually going to take that entire section. It's a little bit bigger section than we've been doing in the beginning, but you know, just something in the future to keep in mind as you do the small chunking process. The sections you can pick can get longer and longer because your concentration will improve. Okay. Now here's just the right hand, 29 all the way to the end. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Hang a shining star. Ready, go. Okay, left hand. I'm kind of playing straight through, but you can take a lot of ritordandos and stuff at the end, or some rubato here and there if you want. Now, if you look at measure 30, the only difficulty here is making sure you hold the bottom notes long enough with your pinky. So that's about it, and that's like no pedal at all, if you can hear. One of the keys is not holding too long. See that? So, like a split second before that. Okay, all right. Left hand together, 29 to the end. Ready, go. And back to both hands. I think I am going to try a little ritardando at the end there. Try it with me, and we're going to wrap this lesson up and then go over the key concepts for you to learn this. Hang a shining star upon. This is measure 29. Ready, go. that is it for today's lesson. Appreciate you guys' time so much. Here are the most important concepts we learned. Some information about this too. This is from the Simply Christmas Songbook. I haven't been able to find single versions of this online, so if you buy this song, you have to get the whole entire book. But you know, it's like all Christmas music, so something to practice for the rest of the year, and then you can practice it again during Christmas. Okay. This is for easy piano, but I would say it's on the borderline of early intermediate. What does that mean? Instead of just doing straight out like arpeggios and scales and stuff like that too, it's like arpeggio and scale like patterns. Get comfortable with a bit more movement than at the easy level. Okay. This is just really hard to explain, but I do not consider this actually early intermediate. It's like late easy. It's a really weird way to categorize it, but that's the best I can come up with, okay? 3 pages long. Let's see what else. Okay, we'll go into actual practice. You know, just some common sense stuff. It's just picking the smallest section that you can, which is called small chunking, smallest chunk. All right, if it was like a pizza, you think about dividing it up into slices. I use this metaphor for students all the time. Pick the smallest part, practice that, simplify it, doing right hand, left hand, hands together, always doing these combinations, because you never know if your left hand or right hand is really the problem. Because most of the time, students keep doing both hands all the time, when actually they just need to concentrate on one hand more, and then it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so don't waste your time with that. Once you have these smaller sections, these little chunks, you just build it up. It's like building a pyramid until you have bigger sections. Okay, all right. And then go back to the beginning if you want to review. Of course, this lesson is always going to be online for free, so make sure if you want to review these concepts again, you can watch this lesson again or all my other lessons, because it's all the same. Okay. Other thing we didn't really talk about much is spaced repetition. Just look it up online. It's a really fundamental process that you're going to have to learn if you want to make a lot of progress. But it takes a lot of patience and just so much information about it. I can't deal with it here. So spaced repetition, look that up online. And I think that is about it. Make sure you head out to check out the website for a lot more information. I would say everything is more organized better there. So if you want to check everything in alphabetical order, all the lessons that I have, all the tutorials, all the music that I recorded, go on ahead and check that out. Make sure you pick up a copy of the sheet music. Also, head on over to the tutorial to test yourself out to see if you're really learning these effectively. And I think that is about it. And last thing too, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, share this video. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a really beautiful Merry Christmas tomorrow, and to everyone across the world, whoever's watching this, all right, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys for the next lesson. Thank you guys so much. Happy practicing.